Hello, how are you? Your name is long. That's why I was like, how are you? Australian private label wines. Hey Jamie. You too. Have a great day. Hey Vixen. Bye bye. Hey Ashley. How are you, Ashley? No. Oh gosh, I remember. Do you get it a lot, Ashley? What is up with my eyebrow? I feel like I'm missing a whole patch right there. I used to get. Hi, Dina. Guys, let me fix my eyebrow real quick. My eyebrow. I don't know if that did anything. You know, sometimes you try to fix your eyebrow and like gets worse. Hi, Cece. So don't say that, Ashley. Don't say that. Don't say that. So the first time I got strep, I've never had strep throat, right? I had a best friend that always got strep throat. It was so normal for her. She just lived with it. She lived with strep throat because she would just always get it, right? I know some people are more susceptible to it. She was my best friend. I never got it. We were always together. Do you know the first time I got it was when my kid had it? One of my kids got it, and then I got it. And I felt like I was on my deathbed, guys. I felt like I was on my deathbed. Because it was the first time I got it, so it was like the worst, right? I always said, like, oh my God, my friend lived with this every day. She like lived with strep throat. Hi, Heba. Now I never get sick. I'm going to be truthfully honest with you guys. I do not get sick. I never get sick. And you know what? Even like, well, I don't make a big deal of those things either. So if I ever even feel like something's happening, I just get real calm. I ignore it. I move on from it. And then it never becomes of anything. Hey, Nathan. Happy Thursday. My ear was hurting yesterday and I told myself, woohoo! I love it. That's it. See, that's how I always was, guys. Like, that's why it's like, I explain it because I always say, like, I've always been one to be kind of like go with the flow. I don't make big deals of things. I'm always like, oh no, that, like, I never believed in a flu shot. I never even believed in that kind of stuff. Like, I always just, and I never wanted, like, I never let other people's beliefs get in my way. That's why I was always so quiet. Because if you tell someone you don't get a flu shot, it's like, oh my God, you're going to get sick and I just never tell people my life because I don't want other people reflecting their limiting beliefs onto me. I never, like I always talk about with you girls, like my menstrual, like I don't get cramps. My period lasts like 2 days, if that. Like, I always tell myself things like, oh, I don't even barely get it. I get it for like a day. So I've always told myself those things, not realizing that's what I was doing. So I always knew I was creating my own reality, but I didn't know I was creating, if that makes sense, right? So yeah, like I just made a video today about how you only got to go with the flow. I was always calm. I was always like, oh, well, it'll work out. Like that's just how I was. Well, now I'm understanding why things always worked out for me, and that's why I share this with you guys, right? Now, granted, I was limited, right? I still had limiting beliefs because I didn't know I created my own reality. So now I can explain why things always seem to work out for me. So definitely you got to practice being more in your body. When you're overthinking too much, it's because you're too much in your mind, basically. So the practices that I talk about, Butterfly, are going to help you be more in your body and not so much in your mind. So you got to do relaxing practices. You got to do things that feel good. It's more about feeling. That's how you get out of your mind, Butterfly, is by getting more into your body. So you do the practices that I talk about. Like, I'll give you the quick practice that I use all the time. It is relaxing your face, because this is going to bring you right back into your body. And you want to do this all day, though. You want to relax your face. Make sure you're not clenched. Relax your teeth. Make sure your teeth ain't clenched. Drop your face, right? Like, relax your face. Make sure your jaw isn't tense. Drop your shoulders, and then take a breath out. Guys, I have the audio. I was listening to my audio today. I also have a breath work practice in my audio where it's like that quick breathing. That's getting you back into your body as well. You just want to get back into your body, and you want to practice that all the time, guys. That's why you do that's why you do things that feel good, right? You're becoming more sensitive to how you feel when you're sitting there and you're enjoying your drink, right? And you're sitting in the sunshine and it feels so good. That's getting you back into your body and out of your mind so much. You don't need to be in your mind at all. Everything takes care of itself when you're in your body and you're relaxed in your body. That's what these practices are about. That's what keeps you in flow. Exactly. Exactly, Kennedy. It's because that's another question, right? Kennedy, like, think about it. You're like, oh, wow, how did I get this far? That's you back in your mind again. Oh, wait, it's because I'm relaxed. I'm relaxing. I'm resting. Hey, BB. Hey, Emma. Yeah, we're always two in our minds. The motivation to give you that your desire is done now is that every possible reality exists in this moment. Every possibility exists in this moment. So of course your desire is done. Of course it's done, right? But it's not, you want to take your attention away from the desire. It's not going anywhere. It belongs to you. You want to take your attention away from that and make it more about relaxing now and making the best of this moment now. That's what makes you become aware of your manifestation in the best way possible for you. That's what brings it in the best way possible for you. So your desire is not going anywhere. Take your attention away from the desire. It's already done. The story's already been written. You're not telling the story. You're not doing anything in regards to a manifestation. You're just focused on this moment now and how can I make the best of this moment? And you make the best of this moment by practicing getting into flow with life. You want to get into flow with life. Because remember, the only reason why we experience things that we don't want is because of our reaction to them. We're reacting to them. Plain and simple. We panic, we get upset, we get frustrated, we get angry. That's what keeps things in our lives that we don't want anymore. Right? That's what and you never have to figure anything out. You just got to relax, soften your body, and that's how you release limitations in your life. That's what keeps you moving forward. You always want to think forward movement along this process, along this journey to moving towards your manifestations in the best way possible. And I always like to say your best life too, because there's things that are going to come into your life that you're like, oh God, I didn't even ask for that, because it's part of your plan. It's aligned with you, but you always want to think forward movement, right? You never want to have to figure out why you have a limiting belief, where it's coming from. You're not healing trauma. That's all backwards movement. Revision is backwards movement. You're not doing self-concept work. That's work, right? We're not doing anything here, guys. We're doing nothing. We're just relaxing in this moment, and relaxing in this moment keeps you moving forward. Like, that's all you're doing. Like, literally, that's all you're doing. Thanks, Ashley. That's it. You're just relaxing in this moment. Listen, you can't make a mistake. I tell you guys this all the time, and I mean this. When you're relaxed and you're in your body, you're in flow. and it will always go your way. You will always be moved to best case scenario. It's not like, oh crap, I was going to go do this, this, and that, and it kind of got interrupted, and now I'm not doing that. Now my whole day is going to fall apart. No, you get back into your body, you relax, it will probably turn out even better than you could ever anticipate it. You got to it's about being in the present moment, right? But a lot of us are like, how do I be in the present moment? You relax. It's not that complicated. It's not that deep. It's not that deep, right? It's just, you're just relaxing in this moment. And now you know what you know. Now we know we're unlimited. Now we know that, we get to be doing anything we want. We know it's done. As soon as we have that desire, it's done. That's it. That's it. Now I'm just going to relax in this moment. Get back into my body in this moment, right? Do those practices that Kira always talks about. Relax my face, unclench my teeth. This practice is so powerful. So powerful and it's so simple, guys. It's so simple. You're just unclenching your teeth. You're relaxing your jaw. Like, make sure your jaw isn't tense. I never carry tension in here anymore because I do this. I've been doing this for so long now and doing it all day. It'll take you a day or two. If you do this consistently, you'll never have to I just remind myself, okay, am I in my body? I drop my shoulders and I take that breath out just because, right? I'm always good because alignment, being in flow, it gets easier because things start to get better, but you still want to keep practicing this. It just gets easier. You're on the other side of it. You're in solution mode. You catch those moments so quick when something feels off, right? You're like, oh, nope, time to relax, right? But like I said, you do get to the other side of it. You're not asking any more questions anymore. You're not worried about anything anymore. You're not doubting things anymore. You're on the other side now. You will get to the other side by doing these practices, by doing these relaxing practices. And like I said, what are they? Relax, make sure you're not clenched, relax your jaw, drop your shoulders, take that breath out, right? Along with those, really, being aware of those moments when you're feeling good, right? When you're in that warm shower, when you're drinking that drink you like, when you're drinking that cup of coffee, that cup of tea, when I'm sitting in the sunshine. I mean, how many times have you said that? When you're just feeling the sun on your skin and you're like, oh my God, this is truly what life's all about. When you're eating a delicious meal or something like that, and you're like, this is so good right now, and you're taking your time eating it, that is the most powerful state you can be in. So that combined with these, because it's being in your body, you're feeling, you're relaxing, that's what the state of appreciation feels like. So those two things are extremely powerful. It's all about getting back into your body and out of here. You don't got to figure anything out. Everything is working out for you in your favor when you're relaxed, when you're in flow. So it's also easier to get back in flow when you... Yes, BB, yes. The more you do these practices, you understand that like I said, you can't make a mistake, right? There really is no really falling out because you're just so good at this. You're so good at it. And something I always explain to people is that people always say, well, what if this story is hanging around, this unfavorable story? Well, that's okay. If you're relaxed, if your body's relaxed, that story has no power. It's dying off in this very moment. So don't ever worry about that. That's why I said you only got to be relaxed. You only got to be in flow. To be in flow, you only have to be relaxed. And it's that. And life will show you that. Life will show you that, right? So your life will start to get better. You'll start to become aware of your manifestations in the best way possible, right? You don't want to listen, there's no time frame on your manifestations. The time frame is, I want it to come in the best way possible. That's your time frame. Don't listen to anyone that's saying, I can get it to you quicker. Do this and it'll get it to you quicker, because you don't want to be ever chasing anything. You never want to be in that type of an energy where I got to get this in order to feel good. You want to feel good first and let these things come in the best way possible for you. Yeah, okay, Ashley, that's so funny because a lot of people say they either carry it in their face or their shoulders. I carry it in my face, always have. Always my jaw, clench my teeth, that's where I carry it. Not in my shoulders, but I do both practices. I do both. Hi, Catalyst. Oh, I love that, Kennedy. I love that. You get like is it like a pins and needles type thing? That's a good meditation. Clenched teeth or shoulders raised up to the roof is a sign from your body to calm down. Oh, that's so cool, Nathan. Thank you. It also gets easier. Yeah, so Kennedy, I think when I'm sitting too long at a desk, I've always gotten that muscle pain in my shoulder, right? Like that tense pain in my muscle. Hi, my user. Well, that's where you'll do the breath out, right? So, yeah, a lot of times for me, when it would get to my stomach, Kimmy, is it Kimmy? I always wonder if there's an R in there. That's when I know I probably let something go a little too far. So whenever it got to my stomach and I was starting to get a little sick or I was feeling that tension in my stomach, I kind of knew that I kind of let it get too far. But the more you do these practices, it doesn't really get to your stomach anymore. But when I did have a dominant story in my reality and I was like, it was making me a little sick, I still did the relaxing practices. I still relaxed my body. It still worked out and went in my favor. So that will get less and less. But yeah, a lot of times if we kind of, it gets ahead of us, it goes to your stomach and you start to feel that discomfort. But again, it's like, that's why I say face, shoulders, breathe out. Because that's like your stomach in a way. And then the one that I talked about in the audio is a fast breathing technique, right? When you kind of got too far and you're in a panic. Breathe fast. But really that breath out is so powerful. I like the breath out. That's where I noticed a big difference in breath work. Was not the breath work really. It's the breath out. So it was always holding the breath for as long as I could. And then letting that breath out really slow because your whole body falls. So it's like, here, guys, you get so good at this though, you don't have to do that anymore. Like, I don't have to do breath work anymore because you get better at non-reaction. Remember, the only thing that's keeping things in your reality that are unfavorable, guys, is your reaction towards them. That's it. So you get so good at non-reaction, you don't need breath work anymore. Breath work was something I did in the beginning because I was panicking all the time. I had unfavorable story after unfavorable story. Literally, that was my life, right? When I was flipping everything, because I always tell you guys, my life did a 180. It's like I'm walking into a brand new life. So that's a lot of limitations, right? Nuh-uh, Ashley, I read your mind. I read your mind. I love it. Yes, Kennedy. So it's so quick for me, guys, now. Like, I don't even know the last time I had a moment where, I mean, I kind of do remember. It was like the last thing. It was like the end of an unfavorable story, and I had to sit there with it and let it run through. I had the shakes a little bit, but that was it. That was it. From there, everything just started to work out from that one story. But I can't even, but even that, it's very far and few between that would happen to me because I was getting so good at this. I was releasing so many limiting beliefs in my life, right? And now if I have just a little slight movement, it is so easy for me to shift the energy. Thanks, Alex. It is so easy. So if I feel just a slight dip and there's no reason for it at all, it's so easy for me to shift the energy. Like, I'm telling you, all I'll do is I'll get up and I'll start baking cookies. Like, literally, I'll be looking in my cabinet. I'm like, oh, what can I bake right now? And I'll turn on some music. And it's gone. Because I catch it so quick now. And there's no reason why I have a dip. There's no reason sometimes why we have dips in our energy. It's just, you just get so good at catching those moments that it's like, there's no reason why I should be feeling this way. So let me get up and I'm going to just go bake some cookies. And then I'm just going to like do my whatever routine. And then that's it. And then it's over. And that's completely gone. Literally, it's gone. I always want to call you, does anybody ever call you Kay? Kennedy? Oh, nobody calls you K. I was going to call you KK because I have a niece and her name's Kennedy and we call her KK, and I think KK's so cute. It's very nice, Nathan. I want to try to get outside after this live. I'm going to run to the store. I was going to go food shop and I changed my mind. I'm going to go to the store after this and then try to get outside for a little bit. Kenny Cat is cute nickname. Hi, Shantae. Oh, yeah, I see. I remember Wim. I remember Wim. I didn't know how to take that, Nathan. Because it said Kira is funny. I know, because I don't like to be too serious, but when I'm talking about this stuff, it sounds serious, right? But I don't live my life serious. Like I'm always joking and singing and like being silly, right? But when I talk about this stuff, I feel like I'm being serious sometimes. But it's like, I also want to remind you guys, this is way easier than we realize, right? It's the fact that we are taking it too seriously, that we think it's harder than what it is. And the more, it's all about creating that feel-good atmosphere. That's all it is. You're creating a feel-good atmosphere within you and around you and really within you. And literally that's what manifests everything into your life. You do get to a place where you feel good. You feel good, but that takes a little bit of practice because of our programming, and our body reacts so much to life. So once you get past that and you're good at non-reaction, always trying to think of how to explain it. Once you get past that hump of reacting, everything starts to flow. You actually start to feel good. That's the byproduct, is you do start to feel good. And you're able to create that feel-good atmosphere where at first you're more so practicing this, right? Yes, Kennedy, yes. Because it's not, right? This is literally just a dream. And I think we got to remind ourselves that, like, the thing about it is that it is an experience, and it can't really be an experience if you think it's all fake, right? So you want to like detach yourself from that a little bit. So like by knowing this is just a dream, it helped me a lot. By knowing it's all illusions, it helped me a lot with some of these dominant stories. But at the same sense, you want to have these experiences, right? You want to have these amazing experiences. That's why we're here. That's why we're here, to have these connections and have these experiences and these relationships, right? But as I was going through some of these stories that didn't serve me anymore, it felt good to me to say, you know what, this isn't even real. This isn't even real. Why am I taking it so seriously, right? So it helps you release a lot of the unfavorable stories. What if you have to react? Now, you're not reacting to if you react to your husband not doing the dishes, your husband's going to keep not doing the dishes. If you keep reacting to your husband not doing the dishes, your husband's going to always not do the dishes. Who cares? Who cares? You have to like really just not let it affect you. You have to get calm. That's where you want to do these practices. You got to get calm. That's you trying to control things again. That's back to, you need things to be a certain way. You need people to be a certain way so you can feel good. Just do the dishes. Just do the dishes. I mean, I know that sounds like I'm being mean, but I'm not, because you're making something small out of something really big, and you're just going to keep experiencing that in your reality, right? Exactly. Let's post that because Kennedy nailed it. Nailed it. And that's why non-reaction is so powerful. That's why relaxing is it's so simplistic. So simplistic. It's the only practice you're doing. And like I said, I want people to know how easy it is to relax. How easy it is to be in flow. Because a lot of times, just because you're relaxing, people think it's not enough, but it is enough. Just by relaxing your shoulders, it's enough. You're relaxed, guys. Just by you relaxing your shoulders, it's enough. It's enough. Don't make too much of it. And like I said, add the stuff to like, I'm enjoying my cup of tea. I'm enjoying my coffee. I'm enjoying a nice lit candle. Like I can just light a candle and sit on my couch and I'm super happy. Like I'm scrolling through TikTok. I got my cup of tea. I got my candle lit. Listen, life is good again. I'm right back in flow. Hi, Linda. I just focus on letting go and relaxing. What will manifest? Don't we have to persist? No, butterfly. You're not persisting in anything. What's the new story? What's the new story? Because here's the thing. When you're trying to create the story yourself, you're limiting yourself, butterfly. You're limiting yourself. You want to take a step back from telling a new story or persisting in anything. Persisting is chasing. Just always remember that when the word persist means chase. You want to get out of that energy. You do not want to be persisting in anything ever. That is a desperate energy. Okay? So you want to take a step back and focus on yourself and feeling good on your own. Being your own source of happiness and relaxing. And just like I said, creating that feel-good atmosphere. Creating a feel-good atmosphere within you is going to make you aware of how amazing these manifestations can actually unfold for you. But by you persisting, not only are you limiting yourself by telling a new story, because your story is limiting. All of our stories are limiting in this moment. So you want to take a step back from that, and you want to, because it's also chasing, and you just want to make the best of where you're at now. That's it. Kelly, it's not really a test. I love that. Who said it's a Kennedy? That was so perfecto. Yeah, Kennedy's right, Kelly. It's the only reason why things keep showing up and you think you're being tested. It's only because you're reacting to it still. So it shows up a little bit. You got to see anything that's happening right now, guys, in your reality at all. It's old. It's from your old belief system. It has no power until you give it focus and attention, right? It can still be there. Bubble in my throat. But if you're just relaxed and calm, it has to fade. That's why, again, calmness and relaxing is so powerful. So anything that is around you right now, it's from your old belief systems. It would be too hard to understand how to release everything. That's why you only got to get calm and relax, right? So you're not nothing can test you. It's only you having this experience. It's you having your own personal experience with your own belief systems, right? So it's only you, me, my personal experience, and my belief systems. So if something's upsetting me, it's not a test. It's just something within me that I have to relax and release. That's all. It's literally that simple. It's literally that. So the difference would be if something were to show up, a belief would show up, or say someone said something to me like, Kira, you're a mean person. But it didn't affect me. It kind of went right over my head. I'd be like, no, I know I'm nice. That didn't, or if I still carried that belief within me, I would say, oh my God, they think I'm mean. They think I'm a horrible person. I would cry. I would get upset. But because I released that because of that belief, I released it. I stayed calm. Now it's like, no, I'm not. I'm so nice. I know I'm a nice person. And I would just move on from it. Does that make sense? So you're never being tested. Never being tested. It's just any fear-based beliefs you still carry, you'll just get upset. You'll panic. You'll react towards it. That's all. So you just have to say, oh, wait, I just got to get calm and relax so I can release that limitation from my life. So I can keep moving forward to what's best for me. Yes. Exactly, Kennedy. You're so right, Nathan. You're so right. And like I said, you are where you are. If you're doing affirmations and you're loving them, do them. But like I say, you do get to a point if you do these practices where you can't do them anymore. You literally can't do anything to manifest. You can't. You're too like aligned with this moment and feeling good in this it's easier than that. That's what it is. That feels like effort. So you do get to a point where affirmations are like, they're words. They don't do anything for you anymore. You can't do anything to manifest. It's like it's easier than that. And you're like, oh wait, all I got to do is just chill out, relax, and just sit here and scroll through TikTok. I don't got to do anything, because things start coming to you in an easier way. They start coming to you in an easier way. But an affirmation kind of feels silly the more you do these practices. You're just like, but like I said, I was at a place where I did them, but you just grow out of it. You grow out of it. That's how you could say it. You grow out of it. Yes. And like I said, everything else will take care of itself. Like manifestations, they don't disappear. Like people have that fear, and that's another fear-based belief, that you think if you focus on yourself and start to feel good on your own and create that atmosphere, and not focus on your manifestation, that I'm not going to manifest it. No, your desire doesn't go anywhere. They can't go anywhere. It's always been a part of you. It actually grows. It gets better. It gets better. And it opens you up to, like I said, all the ways it can actually come in for you. It starts manifesting in the best way possible. So trust me. It ain't going anywhere, guys. I don't resonate with self-concept affirmations. To me, that's still work. It's still affirmations. I'm still doing something. And you don't have to do anything when you do these when you're relaxing. That it all takes care of itself. By just relaxing and getting so much out of your mind, you're just aligning with what's best for you. That's just adding extra. Like you don't have to do any self-concept work with my practices. I never resonated with that. There's a lot of things I don't resonate with, guys. Like I know my way is completely different. I'm all about easy and simple. I've been doing this my whole entire life. It's always worked for me. Um, I'm not about trying to add things. I don't want to be doing affirmations. I'm not trying to tell myself I'm amazing. Like, that's like saying I'm not amazing to me. I never understood affirmations, because to me, it's bringing attention to things that I'm not and that I don't have. Like, it just always felt very disconnected for me. No problem, Kimmy. Is it Kimmy? I feel like I go through this with you all the time. Exactly, Kennedy. Yeah, and my thing with that is about understanding of a person is, how can you understand a person when we don't even understand ourselves? We're not supposed to even do that. You're just supposed to not even, you're supposed to let people be who they want to be no matter what. And it's more so about you just feeling good no matter what. That's where all your power lies, guys. It's not trying to change people. We're not trying to change people. You let people be who they want to be. You let people be who they want to be, and you need to feel good no matter how anyone's being. That's where your power lies. Not in trying to change someone. That there's no power in that. That's trying to control, and it's very disempowering that you need somebody to be a certain way for me to feel good. I need you to change so I can feel better. That's disempowering. I can feel good no matter how you're being. You can be however you want to be. I can still feel good. I don't need you to be a certain way for me to feel good. That's self-empowerment. That's true self-empowerment. At the end of the focus on you, practice self-care and practice self. I like to feel good all the time, how do I treat someone who treats me badly? I want to hit on Uno reverse. You got to stay calm, Kelly. You just got to stay calm. You're still reacting. It's still upsetting you, right? You're still taking it personally. Remember, Kelly, it's you having your own personal experience with your limiting beliefs. It has nothing to do with anybody outside of you. They're having their own personal experience. You're having your personal experience. So if someone's treating you badly, it's a limitation within you, Kelly, right? And in that moment, you just got to get calm and quiet, and you got to relax. You got to stop arguing with it. You got to stop letting it bother you. That's where these practices are going to help you. And what happens, Kelly, this is what has to happen. The more that you can relax and stay calm, this is what has to happen. They have to match you because you're feeling better. You're not letting things bother you. You're staying empowered in those moments, right? And because you're staying positive and you're saying, you know what, they may not understand this and not everybody does, but I'm going to still feel good in this moment, even if it just means getting calm and quiet, right? What has to happen is they have to match your energy. And if they can't, you're not going to see them. You're just not. They're not going to be they can't sustain your energy. Everything's a mirror, guys. Everything's reflecting back to you where you are at. It's all about you. You got to be honest with yourself though, right? It's either telling you like, oh, wow, cool. This is awesome. We're getting along. This is great. We're vibing. Or, yikes. That's something within me. I might have to chill, relax so I can release that. It's literally that simple, guys. It's not more complicated than that. It's not more complicated than that, right? Or you may see someone and you're like, oh, I like their energy. They're awesome. I want to be more like that. And then you'll move towards that. So that's it. That's life. Life is, it's obvious. It's common sense, really, when you think about it. Everything's a mirror letting you know what you might want to experience more of or what you don't want to experience anymore. It's literally that simple. It's all you. It's just you, 100% you, right? So like I said, if somebody's being mean to you, that's saying, oh, I don't want to experience that anymore. So I got to get calm so I can release that from my energy. I got to get calm. I got to relax, do the practices, not let it affect me. And then that will move away from your life and you'll move towards best and better. That's all life is. That's what life is. It's just saying, I would like to experience more of this. I would not like to experience more of that. Right? Right. But it's about being honest with ourselves and saying, you know what? I still have a little bit of a limitation within me there. That's still affecting me. That's still upsetting me. So I'm just gonna get calm and I'm gonna relax with that and just let that, be released by staying calm. And like I said, that's all you're doing. Hey, Christine. Oh, thanks, Nathan. I know. The reminders are so important because even for myself, like that's something that shifted my energy so much. So when I do those reminders, guys, on the stories, it's because they've helped me so much. It shifted my energy so much by constantly reminding myself just to relax my body. Because literally that's all you need to do, guys. You're going to see major transformations in your life when you just simply relax your body. Do you believe in wasting money or do you believe that is a limiting belief? Do I believe in wasting money or... Money's unlimited, CC. That would be just like a limiting belief you still have. Like if you're worried about saving, spending too much, can I not buy this? Can I not buy that? It's just where you are at in that moment in regards to money. That's all. But money's unlimited. You can, like I said, unlimited. Always think about that word. Money doesn't even exist, honestly. It's just we made it something so big in our reality. We made it something so big, and many belief systems around money. Many belief systems. So same thing, same practice in regards to, I say everything's a relationship, right? Even money. So anytime you're feeling resistance around money, you just relax and get calm. You'll keep moving towards better, more, and constantly be moving towards, in many ways. Always stay open to the ways that money can come into your life, right? It's going to keep expanding and growing, but in many ways, right? But a lot of us are really just coming from one, belief systems around money. Like, I got to go to work 9 to 5 to make my paycheck. And if I want to make more, I got to do a side hustle. And then I got to do overtime. And that's where most people are with their beliefs around money. But money is unlimited. It can come to you in all kinds of ways, guys, all kinds of ways. And you can keep growing and expanding with it, right? And you're talking about a girl that came from nothing. Like, my house went up for bankruptcy when I was a kid. I came home to an empty house, nothing, zero. I was like, what? No, my house is gone. It was gone. Literally, in high school, I came home to nothing. So my mom had to like build herself up from nothing. So I've been there. Trust me. I don't come from money. So I get it. Hey, Tail. Oh, my necklace. Yeah, my mom was like, she worked. I remember seeing my mom's paycheck. This woman worked. She was a worker. And I remember being so sad when I seen her paycheck. I was like, that's all she makes, and she works so hard. It was sad. And we lived with my grandparents, but you know what? She was always happy. So listen, let me tell you. Yes, exactly, Linda. Sybil, I wouldn't worry about the loon. My advice to you, Sybil, is not to worry about the loon. Take your attention off the loon. Let the loon stay there, Sybil. It's more about moving towards, in this moment, what's best for you now. So just leave it be. The more you expand your mind, Sybil, in regards to your money beliefs, and you release them, trust me, that loan will disappear it could take 1 minute for that to disappear. But you want to move towards, just moving towards what's best for you now, making it more about feeling good, getting into that flow, and you'll be moving towards more money. Like I said, 1 minute that loan could disappear, right? So you just keep moving towards what's best for you now and keep feeling good and getting into that flow. Remember, it's about not letting the things that don't serve us anymore, not letting them affect us. Non-reaction. It's the internal shift that needs to happen first, Sybil, and everybody. Then everything will start to shift and work in your favor. So don't worry about those little things that aren't going right in your life, because that's still reactive behavior, right? So it's fine, leave it be, it's all good, because you know how this works, Sybil, now. You know you only got to get into that flow, and you're always moving forward in flow towards best case scenario in every area of your life, guys. Every area. I don't know what this is. This is a new move. So that's what I always try to tell people when they say it's really about making the best of where you're at. Making the best of where you're at, knowing it's always about moving forward. So don't go back and try to figure out how to get rid of that loan, because that would be going backwards, right? You want to keep, because you're moving towards that. You know you're moving towards that, Sybil. You know you're moving towards best case scenario. But it's really about just being okay with where you're at, making the best of where we're at, right? That's what I said. It's so, always think forward movement. We're never going backwards. Who cares about those things that don't serve us anymore? Just keep making the best of where you're at. Like I always say, if you're living in a home that's not your dream home, make the best of your home. I clean my car, my house, light candles. I make the best of everything I have. And you know what? I always did that, even before I knew this. I always made the best of where I have, and I always got more. That's how it works. But now we know even more. Now I know I'm unlimited, right? Now I know I can be doing anything. Now I know I don't got to do, and like I said, I didn't do anything to get those things before. Things start to unfold. It's a very simple concept. These things are very simple. It's very easy. It's not what people are teaching when it comes to math. People are making it more difficult. They're not getting that it's all about flow. It's all about non-reaction, and that's all it'll ever be. That's all it'll ever be. The only difference now, guys, is that we know we're unlimited. We know we can be doing anything we want. That's all. That's the only difference. Exactly, Sybil. Exactly. Sybil, yeah, it doesn't matter, guys. Things may not, it may take a little bit to get cut through some limitations, right? Like I said, you don't want to make money conditional. You don't want to make anything conditional because you may start to like break through your limiting beliefs, right? And you may start to get more money, or you may get this relationship might come back into your life and you're like, yay, this is great. And then you may go back to old patterns and then you're like, oh, I'm making it conditional again. I'm needing it out to be a certain way again. Oh no, let me get back and take a step back, get back into flow and feeling. You want to master flow. You want to master the allowing mode. You want to master the receiving mode. So that's why I say you can't make a mistake. So say you do start to get more money. Say you're starting to do things you love. Money's starting to come in, or you get into a relationship and it's going great and it's good and they're treating you amazing. And then all of a sudden they're not, or the money stops flowing in the way you thought and you're making it conditional again. You're reacting. You're like, oh no, does this mean it's not working? This doesn't work? No. Yes, it is. You're just making it a conditional again. Take a step back, relax, get back into that flow. I can feel good no matter what. I can make the best of where I'm at no matter what. Things are always working out for me. All I have to do is relax. And you got to keep reminding yourself that it's all serving you to help you really master this. You want to master flow. You want to master the allowing mode. You want to master the receiving mode, right? So these things that happen, that trigger us again, even when things start to manifest, are also serving us because it's helping you master flow. It's helping you master the allowing mode. That's why you can't make a mistake when you do my practices. You will never make a mistake. You will only get better at this. You will only master this. You will be a master manifester. Oh, I love that, Kennedy. Kennedy, you should be sharing that stuff on your TikTok for people. That's fun. Like, do you post that stuff, Kennedy? Like, that sounds cool. Like music and stuff in the background. Exactly, Cece. Oh, I love that, Nathan. It's so true. Yeah, I feel like I like sharing my story a little bit with you guys, like my past, because it lets you know, like I had to overcome things as well.